You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, the ongoing extreme heat doesn't stop people from attending Marion Days in Carthage.
Also, the Joplin Humane Society tells the Neosho Police Department they can no longer intake strays due to them being full.
And speaking of that extreme heat, excessive heat warnings once again across the 4 states. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Caitlin O'Shaughnessy.
Are you sure?
I am.
The thing on the said the other way around. I think I'm Caitlin O'Shaughnessy.
I'm a lefty. I like the left side. We'll take care of that for
Here, I'll have you do the weather for us.
There we go. Get on that anchor desk.
Well, it is 7:22 now on this Thursday morning. Thanks for sticking around with us. As you know, we've still got the Women's World Cup going on, so you may see us a little bit later, but we're still hanging out and waiting around for you. And with the excessive heat and Marion Days, we got some stuff to talk about here this morning.
That's right. Yesterday was the start of the annual Marion Days in Carthage, Missouri. Tens of thousands of Vietnamese American Catholics flocked to celebrate Marion Days despite the heat. KOAM's Amber Jenkins spoke with a doctor who's helping people stay cool.
On the first day of Marion Days, the National Weather Service issued an excessive heat warning. Despite the 100 degrees temperatures in Missouri, thousands of Vietnamese Christians from across the world flocked to Marion Days.
This event is always in August, and it's the hottest month in Missouri. People don't mind it at all. I think the Blessed Virgin probably protects us because it always turned out to be good.
To combat overheating, the medical building is equipped with beds, IV bags, and more, all thanks to doctors working off the clock and donating medicine.
I am one of the many doctors who come here, and we all take the time off. It's a sacrifice because it's the time off and traveling. And some of us travel from very far and have to fly in. And then a lot of us bring equipments and medications to donate. But as I said, it's a joy for all of us.
For 8 years, Dr. Lay drives down from Southern Illinois to volunteer at Marion Days, treating everything from heat stroke to cuts needing stitches.
I was here last year too, the first year we opened up after COVID. And we was concerned because we did not know what it would turn out to be, but I was surprised. There were a big crowd. We had a few people who tested positive for COVID, but we really did not have any major issue at all. Everything went very smoothly last year.
Last year, COVID was the main concern, but this year's focus is on the heat. Dr. Lay is excited for the pre-pandemic crowds to return because he wants to aid others without the usual medical obstacles.
They're treated regardless and without any worry about insurance or pay because that's what we are here for. We help them because we want them to have a memorable experience. The door is always open.
Reporting in Carthage, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
And Dr. Lay wants to remind everyone to stay hydrated this year.
That's extremely important with all the heat that we're dealing with. We also got a few scattered showers out there. Taking a quick look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker, you can see where those are. And similar to yesterday, but a slightly different arrangement, we're going to see these showers, maybe even a couple of thunderstorms, continue to roll east across our northern counties this morning, bringing some of us rain. But don't worry, more of us will be getting into the rain action as we head over the next few days. Excessive heat warnings until 10 p.m. and then 9 p.m. and we're talking heat index values anywhere from 105 to 115 degrees out there, making heat exhaustion likely and heat stroke possible. And as Dr. Lay mentioned, you've got to stay hydrated. You've got to make sure you're taking frequent breaks. Stay indoors if you can, and if you can't, limit those strenuous outdoor activities. Wear lightweight, light-colored clothing, and of course, check on the elderly and your pets across the area as well. You don't want to leave them outside either with this dangerous heat. So we're going to have more on your complete forecast and talk more about when we're going to start to see some real relief and those increasing rain chances across the area here on the abbreviated morning show in just a few more minutes. Caitlin?
All right, and the Joplin Humane Society wants the city of Neosho to know it has no more room for animals. Efforts have been made to reach out to faithful friends, but that Neosho shelter says they are also filled to capacity. To further complicate matters, the situation leaves the Neosho Police Department with no place to take animals that they might usually pick up. They'll be limited to dangerous animals until the shelter space is available.
Well, coming up, we're going to take you to the Baltimore Symphony, where they're doing something rather unique. You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14, the abbreviated version. As promised, we're going to take a look at your forecast, and we'll come back and talk more about it in just a moment. We're at 85 in Joplin, partly cloudy skies. My box has disappeared, but that's all right. Feels like it's 88 out there. It's been hot all morning, and we're continuing to see hot temperatures around the area. 81 in Miami, Veneta, 79 Chitopa, 76 Chanute, 75 in Pittsburgh, 78 Lamar, 84 in Carthage, and we're all continuing to warm up across the area. Now, as we get our morning started, as we showed you on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, we've got some showers, even thunderstorms isolated in our northern counties. So not everybody getting rain on this, but at least they are. We'll continue to see otherwise partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we're going to be darn right hot by late morning as we push toward the mid-90s. Now, because of the way the show is set up, we're going to come back with another full look at your forecast in just about 60 seconds. Welcome back. As promised, here's the second half of your forecast on this abbreviated Fox 14 Morning News. All right, we're making it up to 105 today, so we're still dealing with that dangerous heat. And as we mentioned, heat index values up to 115. We'll be variable between partly and mostly cloudy skies. Heading into the evening, mainly in southeast Kansas, we'll start to see a few isolated to scattered thunderstorms. So again, this evening and overnight, not everybody getting rain, but some of us getting some much needed rain. Dropping back down into the upper 70s, lower 80s. Hot again Friday, triple digits, near triple digits Saturday, and then Saturday we're watching the possibility, maybe even some strong, maybe low-grade severe thunderstorms Saturday with a potent system that's going to bring more thunderstorm chances heading into the next work week, and it also gets our temperatures much more manageable as we go back into the upper 80s and lower 90s next week. So just a couple more days to get from here to there. We'll be back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:37 a.m. Marian Days kicks off in Carthage, Missouri. The event brings together Vietnamese Catholics from around the nation. Marian Days celebrates its 44th year. The festival aims to pass down culture, traditions, and language. For the younger generations, it gives them an opportunity to use their native language, but to also learn a bit more English.
We try to get them to understand the Vietnamese culture, but and we also understand that they are American born, so English is more than their first language. So we have a program for them.
I remember even telling the teacher I would need to use the restroom would be hard. She would never understand me. I would just cry, never go back to school. But slowly, they started having this program at my school, which helped me learn some English, and slowly I got more friends. I wasn't the shy kid who didn't know how to talk, but I became more open, more wise, know how to use my words more.
All right, we've been talking about the excessive heat. Wanted to show you the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Still have some of these scattered showers and even a couple of thunderstorms still rolling through our northern counties. We're watching this development way out to the west of Wichita. That should die out, unfortunately, before it gets here. But more rain in our northern counties, and then more rain for more of us as we head into the weekend and next week. We got the excessive heat warnings until 10 p.m. and then 9 p.m. And we're looking at heat index values pushing 115 degrees today, which makes heat exhaustion likely, heat stroke possible, and we're just continuing to remind you, if you've got to be outdoors for any reason, stay hydrated, take frequent breaks, limit strenuous outdoor activities, wear that lightweight, light-colored clothing, and check on the elderly, and don't leave your pets outside for too long either. As mentioned, though, there's good news. There's more rain chances and relief from this heat on the way. We'll have another look at your full forecast here in just a little bit longer. Caitlin?
All right, gather your friends, family, and neighbors as it's time for the bed races in Arma, Kansas. It's getting close to Arma, Kansas's homecoming, which is known as Arma VJ Day Homecoming. This tradition dates all the way back to 1946 and is believed to be the oldest running VJ Day or World War II celebration in the country. This year, they brought back the bed races where a team of 5 people, 4 pushers and 1 rider, raced down Washington Street in the town.
Our competition has kind of 2 aspects. The first of which is the bed. If it's going to be in the race, it has to be in the parade. Now, in the parade, there's a prize for the best decorated, best themed bed. and that's $500 first prize. So that's kind of enticing. And then there's the race.
The beds must be designed with 4 functional wheels of any size, and the design of the beds cannot be lewd, profane, or vulgar, as the event is family friendly. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up in this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. We'll learn more about an upcoming rodeo happening in Baxter Springs.
And we've mentioned the excessive heat warnings. We've also talked about the fact there's some relief on the way. We'll have another look at that forecast when we come back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Joining me today in studio is Joey Williams and Josie's Jamison, and they are here to tell us all about the Baxter Springs Saddle Club Cowtown Rodeo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so tell us, when is this big event taking place?
This is our 55th annual Cowtown Baxter Springs Saddle Club Rodeos. Kicks off Friday evening and following up the second performance on Saturday at 8 o'clock both nights there at the arena in Baxter Springs, Kansas.
And I see we are amongst some rodeo royalty here.
Yes.
Tell us about your crown and title.
So, to get your crown and title, you go through horsemanship, you bring in sponsors, and you sell tickets. You go through an interview process, and you're there to represent your rodeo and, you know, help just kind of share the news and maybe bring more people in. You gain a lot of friends. It's always a good time.
And I understand you're handing off that title. When will the crowning be?
I believe it'll be Saturday. That is when I'll be handing off the crown to our contestants.
Excellent. And so what kind of events can we expect at this year's rodeo?
We're going to have all kind of rodeo events. We also got things for the kids. We're going to have button busting both nights, which is always a big hit.
Adorable.
We're also going to have junior barrels and pee-wee barrels for the local cowgirls and cowboys that come out. But we're going to have bull riding. We're going to have team roping, girls breakaway roping. Just all the exciting events, rodeo events. We got contestants coming from everywhere.
Oh, that's so exciting. So how many people do you expect to turn out?
Oh, we've got at least over a couple of hundred cowboys and cowgirls that's going to be coming to the area over the 2-day span. Probably more than that, so we're excited.
Absolutely. And where can people go to learn more about this and buy tickets?
Well, we do have advance tickets on sale at the American Bank in Baxter Springs, Kansas, where you can purchase them at the gate either night of the rodeo. And also follow us on Facebook at Baxter Springs Saddle Club. And all the information is posted on our Facebook.
Absolutely. And what time does it all start at?
8 o'clock both nights.
Both nights.
We'll open at 5.
All right. Well, for you folks at home, make sure you check out the Baxter Springs Rodeo happening this weekend.
Yes, Friday, Saturday night.
It's going to be a great time for all you cowboys and cowgirls out there. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:47 now on this Thursday morning. They're taking a live look at the MoDOT camera at 20th and Range Line, looking back to the south. Got plentiful sunshine out there, and of course that's going to help things heat up across the area. Here at the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue, a little bit more cloud cover up there, and we've got some showers and thunderstorms out in our northern counties as well that we're keeping an eye on. Not expecting them to be strong or severe, but just see how long they hold out. We're sitting at 85 in Joplin, partly cloudy skies, feels like 88 out there with a west breeze at about 9 miles an hour. As we look at temperatures around the region, now off to the north it is a bit cooler, 76 Pittsburgh, Chanute, Iola, Fort Scott, and Nevada, 75 in Yates Center, and then to the south it warms up, 84 Carthage, 82 Neosho, and 83 in Miami. As we get our morning started, got those isolated showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms in our northern counties. Otherwise, the rest of us partly to mostly cloudy and hot by mid-morning. Look at that, near 90 the mid-90s rather, by 11 a.m. Ahead of highs today around 105 degrees, and we're talking heat index values once again up there around 115 degrees. As we head into the evening, we've got an opportunity for some scattered showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms, primarily in southeast Kansas. So again, not everyone's seeing rain tonight, but we have better chances, and those chances continue to increase as we head toward the weekend. Overnight lows, depending on how much rain you get, if you get rain, it could be a little cooler, but roughly upper 70s, lower 80s 80s out there. As we look ahead, it's 104 tomorrow, more evening thunderstorm chances, and those thunderstorm chances look better as we start heading into the weekend and next week. Still hot Saturday, and we are watching the possibility of maybe a strong, possibly low-grade severe thunderstorm Saturday evening. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you. And then after that, though, that system's going to be enough to kick our temperatures back down to a much more manageable level as we go back into the upper 80s and lower 90s heading into the next work week. Let's check your forecast. We're back with more right after this.
And milk may do a body good, but it doesn't do your career any good if you're in real estate and drink it from your client's fridge straight out of the container.
Jeannie Moose has that story.
Milk. The civilized way to drink it is out of a glass versus guzzling it out of a jug, unless, of course, you're celebrating a win at the Indy 500. But it was no victory when a Canadian real estate agent got caught on surveillance video opening the fridge and chugging out of the milk jug for about 6 seconds while alone in Liska Fullerton's home, waiting to show it to potential buyers.
Why? Why would somebody do that?
Mike Rose almost closed the fridge, then opened it again for another lingering look. The Fullertons were angry, having each lost a parent to COVID.
The idea of it it just grosses me out.
Because of the way he
Got milk.
Mike Rose got whacked with almost $17,000 in penalties and costs. The British Columbia Financial Services Authority calls it conduct unbecoming. The homeowner confronted Rose last summer when the episode happened.
I asked him, I said, is there anything you want to tell me about the last time you were in my home? And he said, oh, the milk incident? He was just so nonchalant about it.
Fullerton says he also accidentally broke her couch by sitting on the arm. CNN wasn't able to reach Rose, but he has apologized for his very unfortunate and very uncharacteristic decision, telling local outlet CFJC, "I have never done this kind of thing before, nor will I ever behave in this way again." He told the authority he was unusually dehydrated because he was taking new medication and under considerable stress. What did you do with the milk?
I threw it away.
Hide your milk when Mike's around, wrote one joker on Rose's Facebook. He's had to move to a new real estate firm. Mike Rose found out what the star of Anchorman already knew.
Milk was a bad choice.
Jeannie Moose, CNN.
Get a glass. Just get a glass.
New York.
Oh, milk was a bad choice.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
That's gross.
Okay, what kind of real estate agent is
No,
this guy?
get you a professional.
No kidding. I mean, that's it's one thing when you steal, a fellow employee's lunch out of the work break, the break room fridge.
Yes.
Still not good, but at least you work with the person. But just to go into somebody's house and be like, I'm going to have this. And, that looks pretty good, too. Yeah. And I'm also going to sit on your couch like this until I break the thing, because that's how normal people sit on it. Whatever. And
it was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
It was indeed. We're going to be back with a little bit more of the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14 right after this. All right, a few scattered showers and storms in our northern counties. We've got excessive heat warnings for nearly everyone with heat index values to 115. And that's no surprise given mostly cloudy skies, temperatures right around 105 today. No relief from the heat heading into the evening. I mean, look at this, 98 at 8, 91 by 10. Southeast Kansas, though, could start to see a few scattered storms. Not everybody's going to get rain, but some of you will, and it'll be some much needed rain out there as we drop back upper 70s, lower 80s. Triple digits again tomorrow, more excessive heat warnings, near triple digits Saturday, and we'll get some strong storms Saturday evening that kick our temperatures back down, and more much needed rain chances heading into next week.
All right, well, they say all work and no play is dull. So how about playing as a job?
Yeah, Mattel is looking for a chief Uno player, and it's dealing out big money for the role. It says the chosen candidate will earn more than $4,000 a week for 4 weeks in New York City. The job entails challenging strangers to play the new Uno Quattro family game.
It also requires the player to make social media content involving Uno products. Mattel is accepting applications now, and the job is set to start next month.
Well, I think we found what we're going to do, so we'll see you all at some point. I mean, it's only for 4 weeks. We'll have some folks fill in. We'll go take care of this Uno business, and then we'll come back and tell you all about it. That sounds like a pretty good deal, right?
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Well, don't forget, of course, we got the dangerous heat out there. We got some thunderstorms out there as well this morning. Otherwise, it's just hot. We want to thank you so much for letting us put the good in your morning. We'll be back with more news and weather today at noon.
That's right. Have a great morning and even better day.